Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the top 10 best vehicles that you guys can purchase for under $100,000. Now, when I say under $100,000, I'm only talking about the price of the vehicle itself. Because as you guys all know, when you're upgrading a vehicle, sometimes you spend more money on the upgrades than the vehicle itself. So that's why I'm only going to be basing it off the actual price of the vehicle. And also all of the vehicles that I'm going to be showing you guys in today's video are going to be customized really cool. Of course, you guys can feel free to copy these exact builds if you guys want to, but of course, before getting into the video, if you guys do go on to enjoy, make sure you guys do me a favor and drop a like on the video. And if this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a future GTA 5 video from me. But now let's get straight into the video. Now this time I'm actually going to make the top 10 list in order. I'm going to be starting with the most expensive vehicles first, and then I'm going to work my way down to the cheapest vehicles. Now first, starting off with the Buffalo S, coming in at a total of $96,000, just $4,000 underneath 100K. You guys can see here's how the vehicle looks completely stock. Honestly, it doesn't really look that great, but if you guys were to customize it correctly, you can make this car look very cool. Now let me take it into Los Santos Customs and I'll be back with you guys once I'm done customizing it. Alright, here you guys can see I'm done customizing my Buffalo S, and take a look at how cool this vehicle now looks. I just changed the paint job, I changed the hood, the front bumper, and also the wheels, and I also blacked out the window tints, and this car looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. Now with upgrades and all, it probably cost me right around $120,000, but the car itself is under $100,000, so it's not like I'm breaking rules against this video. Like I said, I'm only going to be counting the actual price of the vehicle itself. But yeah, the Buffalo S, a very clean vehicle in my opinion. If you guys are a beginner in GTA 5 Online and want a car, this is definitely going to be a really good option for you guys. And it's also a Dodge Charger. Of course, who doesn't love Dodge Chargers? Now coming in at number 9, we're going to be having the Karin Kuruma, not the armored version, just the regular version. Now this is going to cost you guys $95,000, only $1,000 cheaper than the Buffalo S that we just covered, and completely stock. Here is how the Karin Kuruma actually looks. Like I said, this is not the armored version, so don't expect there to be armor on this vehicle at all. This is just going to be a stock car. But now let's go ahead and upgrade it, and I'm going to show you guys how cool this car can look if you upgrade it correctly. Now here's how I decided to upgrade my Kuruma. I went with a white paint job, and I usually don't put a color for the rims, but I thought that red actually went with the white paint job that I put on the Kuruma. But yeah, other than that, the only things I changed on this Kuruma were of course the tints of the vehicle, the wheel color, the primary paint job, the front bumper, and also the spoiler. Other than that, I didn't change anything, and in total upgrading this car cost me right around also $120,000. So if you guys are a beginner, this is also a really cool car for you guys to drive. Now coming in at number 8, I thought I'd switch it up a little bit and pick the Mesa. Now the Mesa is a vehicle that you guys can find on Warstock, and it's going to cost you guys only $87,000 if you do want to purchase it for yourself. I'm not too sure if you guys can find this one on the street and get it for free, but yeah, this vehicle literally just looks like a militarized Jeep basically. And I'm only including this vehicle in the list because I do know lots of people like military vehicles, and I'm sorry to tell you guys, but this is the only military vehicle in this video that I'm going to be putting. Sadly, Rockstar makes every single military vehicle millions and millions of dollars, and this is literally the only one that is under $100,000. So if you guys ask me, for under $100,000, this is a pretty cool military Jeep, but I definitely wouldn't say that Mesa is cooler than the number 7 spot on this list, which is going to go to the Benefactor Schwarzer. Now this vehicle is only going to cost a total of $80,000, just getting a little bit cheaper than the Mesa that we just bought. And here's how this car looks like completely stock. Now if I'm not mistaken, you guys can find this car on the street, and I'm pretty sure you guys can save it, but I might be mistaken. Let me know in the comment section if I'm incorrect. Anyway, yeah, once you guys buy this vehicle, it costs you guys $80,000 like I just said, and if you guys were to customize it correctly, it can actually look very cool. In my opinion, this is one of my favorite vehicles in this top 10 list that I customized. You can see I ended up going with the race yellow for my paint job. I also blacked out the rims. I added a really cool front bumper, also this little cool spoiler in the back, and I also put the roof carbon fiber, which is a little bit different, but it all worked out. Take a look at how the vehicle ended up looking at the very end. Really clean in my opinion. Like I said, probably my favorite vehicle in this top 10 list, and in total when it comes to customizing this vehicle, I probably spent around $130,000, and that is only because the upgrades for this vehicle are a little bit expensive, but it is definitely worth it because take a look at how cool this vehicle does look once it is customized. But now coming in the number 6 spot, we're going to be having the Ubermacht Oracle. Now, if you guys ask me, the Oracle is going to be kind of similar to the car we just went over, the Benefactor Schwarzer, because it's the exact same price. And if you guys were to upgrade both of these vehicles like I did, they're basically both going to look kind of the same. If you guys ask me, I'd rather go with the Schwarzer, but the Oracle is definitely another option if you guys didn't like the Schwarzer. Here's how my Oracle ended up looking like though once I finished customizing it. I did a pretty simple build if you guys ask me. I literally just put an ultra blue color on here. I blacked out the rims, blacked out the window tints, blacked out the plates, and if you guys ask me, it looks pretty clean and simple. I like the color paint job. You guys can definitely switch it to any color you guys want to. One good thing about this vehicle is any single color looks good on it, and it's also very cheap. I probably spent under $100,000 buying the vehicle and also upgrading it. But now in the 5th spot, we're gonna have the Ubermacht Sentinel XS, and if you guys ask me, this is probably my favorite vehicle that I customized in this entire video. Now, if you do want to purchase this vehicle, it's going to cost you guys a total of $60,000 on Southern San Andreas, or you could just roam the streets of GTA 5 until you guys run into the Sentinel XS, and you can literally just save it and get it for completely free. But anyway, now let's get into customizing this vehicle, because like I said, I customized this vehicle pretty cool in my opinion. So let's get to customizing it, and let me show you guys exactly how it ended up looking. Okay, so here is how my Sentinel XS ended up looking. Like I said, very clean vehicle. There's no way you guys can't rate this at least a 8 or higher out of 10. You can see here's my Sentinel XS. I ended up going with a really clean bright orange color with the black rims, the black plates, of course the blacked out tinted windows, and also this really cool front bumper. If you guys ask me, the Sentinel XS is definitely a really good beginner vehicle to have because it does look really cool, and it's also very cheap. When it came to customizing this vehicle and also buying it, I spent literally under $100,000. But now for the 4th spot, that's going to have to go straight to the Vapid Dominator, coming in at a total price of $26,000 if you have the trade price, or $35,000 if you don't have the trade price. Either way, it's pretty cheap, but you guys can also get it for free on the streets of GTA 5, I'm pretty sure. But here's how the Dominator looks completely stock with no upgrades. I'm actually going to be keeping this stock color on it as well because it looks pretty clean in my opinion. And here's how that car ended up looking like when I finished customizing it. Like I said, I kept the exact same color. I just blacked out the rims, put some pretty cool wheels on it if you guys ask me, and I also put the secondary color black. That way we have like a really clean black stripe in the middle, and I also upgraded the front bumper, and this vehicle is really clean just with those 4 upgrades that I put on this car. And it also cost me under $50,000 to upgrade this car. So for $50,000, if you guys ask me, that is a really good deal. So if you guys ask me, I think $50,000 is a really good price for this vehicle. If you guys want to spend $50K and get a pretty decent looking vehicle, I definitely recommend purchasing the Dominator. But now getting to the 3rd slot, this is probably going to be one of the cheapest vehicles in this video, and that's going to go straight to the Impante Ruiner, coming in at a total price of only $10,000. But you guys can also get this car for completely free, so it's technically free. A lot of these cars are also technically free because you can find them on the street. Anyway, once you guys do get the Impante Ruiner, here's how it looks like completely stock, but completely upgraded. It does have lots of potential. Take a look at how mine ended up looking like once I finished customizing it. I ended up going with a bright red color, and of course I do what I always do to every single one of my cars, and I blacked out the rims and also the window tints. And if you guys ask me, this Impante Ruiner now looks very clean, and especially for a total price of $10,000 when it comes to buying the vehicle, this is definitely a vehicle you should add to your collection because it's a cheap one and also a very cool looking one as well. And we're almost done here with the video. Now coming in at the number 2 slot, we're gonna have the Karen Futo. Now this is coming in at a total price of $9,000, but once again, just like the Impante Ruiner, you can actually get this car for completely free if you find it on the street. And this car is a car that almost every single GTA 5 player has driven, or at least owned at one point, I feel like, because I've seen literally every single person drive this car, and they also have a good reason for doing so, because when you upgrade this car completely maxed out, it does look pretty cool in my opinion. Here's how mine ended up looking like. I ended up going with like a 2-tone paint job of matte black as the primary and also a lime green as the secondary. And if you guys ask me, this paint job looks pretty clean. Of course, I always black out the rims and also the window tints. And here's how my Karen Futo ended up looking like for a total price of around $30,000 to $40,000 of upgrading this vehicle. I think this vehicle is definitely something you guys can purchase and also add to your collection. But now coming in at the number 1 spot, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys saw this coming, this is going to go straight to the Elegy RH8. Now the only reason reason the LG RHA is going to take the #1 spot is because it is completely free. Literally anybody can buy it as long as you guys have a social club. You can purchase it for free. Anyway, yeah, once you guys get the LG RHA, you can actually customize it and make it look pretty cool. Here's how my LG RHA ended up looking like once I fully maxed it out. In total, I probably spent only like $20,000 upgrading this vehicle, and it looks very, very clean if you guys ask me. I ended up going with a white and black type paint job, and it looks very clean. I like the hood that I chose. Also, the rims that I chose I think make the car look way better, as well as the spoiler. And coming in at a total price of $20,000, that is the reason the LG RHA is taking the #1 spot in this video. But yeah, that's also going to be the end of today's video, so I hope you guys did go on to enjoy. If you guys did go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you guys do me a favor and drop a like if you guys haven't already. And of course, if you guys aren't subscribed already to my YouTube channel, make sure you guys do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Right now, I'm trying to hit my goal of 350,000 subscribers, and of course, the only way we're going to hit that goal is if you guys who aren't subscribed hit that subscribe button. But yeah, like I said, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys did go on to enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.